Welcome back to GearWire.com. I'm Owen O'Malley, and this cricket bat is the Ibanez RGA8. It is the RG production series of the Ibanez 8-string. This guy retails for $800, making it one of the lowest priced 8-string guitars you can buy. This is sort of the descendant of the RG2228, which is the Prestige series 8-string guitar that Ibanez introduced in 2007. That was the world's first production 8-string. The fact that they're now making an even lower price version of that guitar is a pretty good sign that the 8-string is catching on in the world of today's metal music. Anyway, this guitar has a lot in common with the Prestige guitar. You've got the fixed edge, which is basically a non-whammy version of the Ibanez Edge floating point tremolo system or vibrato system. It's really nice because you get the same fine tuners, you get the same heavy mass, which contributes a lot to this guitar's sustain. You get the same locking nut up at the top, which does a lot to help stabilize this, the tuning in this kind of unwieldy instrument. It's actually not that unwieldy, but it's a 27-inch scale neck, so a baritone scale neck. That also helps with keeping the strings in tune because it's obviously these two lower strings are 2/4 below standard guitar tuning. And the longer scale introduces more tension, which makes them more playable. Their tone is a little snappier, a little more focused. So that's why it's a 27-inch scale neck. It's 24 frets. This neck is basically the 8-string version of the Wizard neck. So it's a 5-piece Wizard neck. The body is mahogany, and it's got this nice sort of like smooth beveled top. Really, really comfortable to sort of hold. It balances well. It may be a tad neck heavy, but for an 8-string, it balances pretty well. And while the neck may look daunting to first-time 8-stringers, I find it actually pretty easy to get used to. Maybe my sort of right hand, my picking hand, got lost amongst these middle strings a little bit, but just a little bit of playing, I got used to the extended range, and the neck is really not fatiguing at all. It's you know, Ibanez makes some great necks, and this is no exception. So onto the electronics here. Another major difference between this and the Prestige production run 8-string. The Prestige has EMG pickups. This guy has the Ibanez designed, the IBZ ZLZ pickups. They're also active pickups. You access the battery via a compartment in the back. Let's listen to these pickups clean. And I'm going to switch this toggle off. I'll explain what that is in a second. But let's just give these pickups a listen clean first. So here's the guitar played clean with both pickups selected. Here's just the bridge. And here's just the neck. Okay, now you can hear that there's sort of, there may be a little dull sounding. That's why Ibanez installed this little EQ switch. It's on all the RG extended range series guitars. You press it on, and it's a 5 decibel boost across the frequency spectrum, except for a 10 decibel cut at about 800 hertz. So it's like instant scoop mid EQ. So let's just select both pickups again. Toggle off, toggle on. Here it's a little bit more exciting now. And really where that comes into play is when you're playing through a lot of distortion, which is what this guitar is really made for. So let's go back to the bridge pickup and kick on our distortion again. So now this is with the toggle switch off. And now here's with the toggle on. off, on. So you're pretty much going to want to keep the toggle on all the time. It's just a more exciting tone, and it's sort of a way for Ibanez to sort of beef up these pickups, these stock pickups. Let's just give one listen now to the pickup combinations while we're playing through this distortion. We've already heard the bridge. Now here's the neck. And here's both pickups. So the higher string tension makes for a darker sound on the treble side of the guitar and makes string bends a little bit harder. But the neck still plays really well. There's no high spots. It's really even. It's just surprisingly comfortable and easy to get used to. Obviously, the tones are all sort of geared towards metal, sort of modern metal sounds, and that's really where this guitar excels. But that's sort of who it's designed for. So as far as being an extended range, new metal or sort of modern high gain metal guitar that's affordable for anyone who's serious about getting into 8-string playing, that's a pretty successful design, pretty successful production design. It's the Ibanez RGA8. I'm Owen O'Malley, and you've been watching GearWire. Thanks.